Oh, it's okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. I welcome you all to this extended Turning Point Toastmasters wonderful meeting where you will acquaint yourself with a handy skill that is must have in today's digital era. Whether you want to increase your social presence, market your product, or any event, you need to know how to dabble with this amazing tool, Canva. This is the exact reason why we have gathered here to learn some cool techniques to make Toastmasters meeting posters, invitation posters, and promotion posters quickly. And we are absolutely lucky to have an expert with us who is ready to share his knowledge with us on Canva. Today's trainer is a multifaceted personality. He is a corporate trainer, a storyteller. He runs an NGO that supports education and rehabilitation for nomadic communities. He is a training manager in District 41 and a treasurer of Turning Point Toastmasters. He is also a founder of Kathakari, a storytelling company. Wait, list doesn't end here. He has twice served as division director and earned the Distinguished Toastmaster 2 times so far. Currently, he resides in NCR region and a proud native of Pink City, Jaipur. Please welcome today's trainer, DTM Anant Katyani, on the stage with thunderous applause.
Thank you so much, Madam President. Welcome everyone to today's session. Please confirm with a thumbs up if I'm audible and visible. Great. But unfortunately, I cannot see most of you other than Neeraj. I understand it's a weekday evening. However, this session will be much more interactive, fun if you can switch the videos on so that we can interact a little bit in between and field your queries as well. Thank you, Aina. I know you are also back from college just now. I see a few familiar faces, but I also acknowledge a few guests who have joined us over here. So welcome Jasmine, Deepthi, Gunjan from Spearhead, our sister club, Vinita Goel, I believe from Jhapa Toastmasters, correct me if I'm wrong, and Khushi Agrawal. So welcome folks. Unfortunately, individually, I will not get into your introduction as of now. We will do it at the end of session, nearly after 50-55 minutes or so. So be there, enjoy. Here is the outline of today's session. It's not a regular Toastmasters meeting. Today, we are learning a useful tool called Canva. First, why Canva? I came across this article on LinkedIn a few months ago. I think it was nearly a year ago, where it was discussed what kind of skills we need to have for a professional career, a successful career in this age and era that we are living in. Number one among them was soft skills, communication skills, people skills. Well, of course, we are here in Toastmasters for that. A subset of it was also storytelling, which I have made a career out of it, thanks to Toastmasters again. But the number three thing just struck me very hard, and it was design skills. Image and video editing skills, design skills. And I was surprised to see that, yes, it is indeed a part of our lives these days, thanks to this wonderful device called smartphone. Now, how about instead of having Adobe, Photoshop, or similar kind of expensive tools, we had access to something much more simpler, free of cost, as well as something cloud-based, not very heavy on our mobiles or laptops. And all the while, whatever we make on the system, accessible on all other devices in collaborative or sharing kind of mode. For that reason alone, I don't think I will require any spotlighting. So please remove the spotlight for now. Thank you. So for that reason alone, Canva is the number one solution as of now. I know many of our clubs as well as individuals, we use Microsoft PowerPoint or InShots or many other mobile apps to make simple posters, birthday wishes, etc., etc. But Canva is much more than that. So here it is, the display of what Canva is all about, what all things you can learn in life on that. Here is the first tip and trick. You don't need to have Canva on browser alone. Well, of course, you can open Canva on a Chrome browser or something like that. Canva as a Google search, go to that. And what you can do is open Canva with whatever Google ID, Facebook ID, etc. Just log in with that and you can use it. However, there is a much simpler and much more effective and faster way. And that way is using Canva as an application. There is a mobile app as well as a software that you can use Canva for. Here is a full demo of my entire screen. Keep including people who are coming in. Just keep inviting them in. So this is what I can see right now. But hey, there is this Canva app that I have downloaded. You can also use it. And this is how the app looks like, just like a browser page, but nothing else opens in it. Your Microsoft or Google browser can become very heavy if you open Canva and your Gmail or Google Drive and a few more websites on that. It tends to be heavy. Mobile app is good for editing and already existing stuff, but not very friendly when you make a very complex object out of it. So here is this beautiful tool called Canva on a grand scale. Now, what I want you to focus on is, let me open once again the Canva on a browser. See what kind of stuff you can make on a browser. Here is a list of beautiful things that you can do when you use Canva. You actually can make documents that you tend to make on Google Docs or Microsoft Suite. If you click on it, here are all the things that you can make with some templates around. Whiteboards that we tend to use in Zoom, you can create some whiteboards of all these professional stuff, frameworks, workflows, diagrams, educational as well as corporate ones beforehand, so that you could use directly in Microsoft PowerPoint or formal presentations. Much easier to use over here than in a PPT, because here it just requires your hands or a pen or a device to make the connections. The number one benefit of this is, and I will display in a while, whatever you make over here, you can download it as any format that you want. For example, let me open Canva over here in my app. I have a few projects already made. Let's say I made this poster of the event itself. Now here are all the formats in which I can download this. Not just as an image, I have options for JPG or PNG images, but also PDF, also videos, and not to forget GIFs. That is a never before kind of facility which Canva provides. A few other stuff I can make in terms of PowerPoint PPT itself. So for example, I go to more, and this is all that I can do. I can actually save it as a Microsoft PowerPoint. How about that? So you make a Canva design once and use it as a Microsoft PowerPoint or share directly on your Google Drive or some Dropbox or something like that. You can directly use it to upload your creatives on a connected Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn profile, etc. as well, and schedule it. Scheduling, by what I mean by scheduling is, you don't need to download it, share it at an interval later on. You can create, set it up, and forget about it. Entire marketing or branding you can do over here. But that's an advanced stuff. Perhaps we might not use it. So let's come back to the simpler stuff, simpler things. And the simpler things take us to the home page, the same home page that we saw over there. presentations, social media creatives like, Instagram friendly, Facebook friendly, LinkedIn friendly aspect ratios, the size of the images that we further won't need to reuse. Here is a beautiful tip. Anything that you make for Instagram friendly aspect ratio, you can use it safely anywhere else. I repeat, Instagram uses a square shaped design usually. Always design your creatives for club or for personal stuff on an Instagram friendly aspect ratio, which is 1:1. And you can safely share it to Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok without a fear of cropping or losing some, content out of it. You can also make videos, basic video editing that you needed to do earlier in perhaps iMovies or any other software. You can do all of that over here. YouTube videos as well as thumbnails, video collages, not just photo collages, ads for your videos, etc. You can do all of that, including a slideshow. The best thing that I probably have found about over here is printing off the stuff and directly ordering to Canva and getting it delivered at home, if you really are into gifting and all. So you don't need to use Amazon or any other website to send some design, get a coffee mug, a t-shirt, an album printed and then delivered to your home. You can actually directly use Canva for gifting options to your loved ones. Now here is the kicker. You can use anything you want. You just need to be creative and type it over here. Perhaps I would want to design a logo and I just need to type it. Canva is now AI friendly. You just need to specify what type of logo you want. It will create some templates for you and you can use them free of cost. You can design, edit further, insert your names, etc. Let me specify something because we are talking about life in general. So let me specify something that may be useful for you in life. Logo for a firefighting company. All right. This is the kind of stuff that you can get with Canva. It can already anticipate and use AI to do some smart designing for you. You can further add your own images to it. This is just a logo. How about welcome poster for new baby in family? Okay, new baby. I just typed new baby. Perhaps I needed to have a new house, a new groom, a new bride. But you can use all this sort of stuff, including for festivals. Let's say, what festival do you think we can get good images about? Unmute, answer fast.
Holi.
Holi.
Yes, Holi.
Holi. Okay, I need to specify whether Holi or holiday. So Holi, Holi event poster for a corporate office. Okay. This is all that you can get easily in terms of templates. Holi hai, etc., etc. And of course, this has less Indian content and more global or Western content. So Christmas, New Year, etc. on your fingertips. Now, where are we really unlocking the potential over here? Let me start with a simple design and explain to all of you. Let's say Instagram poster. I just open with a simple design because I will get the aspect ratio of that. See, squarish kind of images. That's the Instagram design. Let me customize this template. It got added to my designs. Those who are unfamiliar with Canva, spending 2 minutes, barely 2 minutes about with you. And don't worry, everyone else, if you are a master with Canva, I am not a master. I am a fellow practitioner, just like you. But here is what all you can do with Canva. Unlike Microsoft PowerPoint or any other tool, it gives you access to unimaginable number of fonts. And you don't have to be mindless about these fonts. You can type what type of font you require. Whether you require a celebration kind of font, let's say celebrate, celebratory. Just a second. Okay. What type of font? Let's say fun. So all the fun related fonts appear over here. If you say official, or let's say formal, formal type of fonts appear over here. Let's say Microsoft, perhaps Microsoft is not there. So it also gives us some suggestion. Okay, corporate is the right word. Let's say corporate. We get all the corporate acceptable fonts available over here. It also gave a fun font called handwriting. So handwriting is a category. All the handwriting related fonts. For example, what if this looks like a signature? You get all these type of good fonts over there. And that's the fun. You can use all the types of colors over there. Now, how about I go back and start with some basics and share how it can be useful for your brand as well as Toastmasters Club. At the end of this whole presentation, there is a surprise for those who are here and who want to perhaps advance to Canva Pro version without any cost. So there is a surprise for those who are over here representing their clubs. There is a palette called brand. I hope you can see this brand. Now, I am here joined as a member of my NGO, which gives me free pro Canva access. How about I join with an ID which doesn't have this pro Canva access? It will ask me for switching of the account. This is how I switch account. And now I am into a different account over here, and I have no designs whatsoever over here. Okay, blank slate, totally from the scratch. My club's VPPR team is waiting that I present something useful. So here it is for you guys. Focus. Go to brand and see what all is available in terms of brand kits. Do we see any brand kits? Perhaps it is asking me to upgrade to Canva Pro because I don't have access to Canva Pro because I'm added to personal account. I can, however, move to my other account, which has Canva Pro access, and explain to you that this is how, if I get a Canva Pro access, this is how I can create some brand kits. So here, as you can see, I have created some brand kits, not just one, multiple brand kits. One for my NGO, one for my startup, one for my Toastmasters brand. Where did I get these colors from? Anyone who is a VPPR of their club, you can switch the videos on unless you are traveling, unmute, and explain if you are from your own club's VPPR team. Are you? Anyone who is a member of their club's VPPR team? Okay, club's executive committee. I expect them to know where can we get Toastmasters brand colors. I have saved the link. However, you can type brand manual Toastmasters. This is for all the VPPR, especially the ones who are going to watch this on YouTube much later. You go to Toastmasters brand manual. It opens a PDF. I simply saved it to as one of the links, bookmarked. This has all the branding guidelines for Toastmasters. You can create your own branding guidelines for your own NGO, your own startup, your own firm, your own volunteer group. Completely all right. Here is a Toastmaster branding manual for your purpose. These are the color palettes that Toastmasters uses. And there are an addition of pure black and pure white to the list. Here are the hex codes and the popular name Loyal Blue, True Maroon, etc. over there. This is how you can, use them. I hope so far I'm making sense. Am I? Need a verbal confirmation.
Yes.
All right. If I'm being senseful, so I go back to Canva and open Canva. And all right, not the one on browser, the one on my, again browser, the one on my app. This is the app that I have. So if you need to simply create a brand template, what that will simply solve as a problem, you click on this, try to change colors, and the brand kit will appear, limiting your choices of colors. So there is no risk of violating your brand guideline at all if you only have a limited choice of colors. So Toastmasters International has this 6 colors. I can use only among them. Similarly, for font sizes as well, if you are aware about what branding guideline suggests, so that will come to your rescue. Branding guideline says that these are the fonts that you can use. And as you can see, in Toastmasters, the font family that you can use are Gotham for headers and subheaders. If you don't have Gotham, it's a paid version, but Canva makes it available for free. Microsoft PowerPoint and other tools, they charge for it. However, Montserrat is a free alternative. Likewise, Myriad Pro for body. If you don't have access to that, Source and Pro is a free version available. And likewise, there is a Arial, Sabka Bhai, Garibo Ka Masiha, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, everyone has Arial. Just like Times New Roman, Calibri, Arial is one of the most widely recognized fonts. You can easily use it for tertiary body type. Now, there is a trick called, and this is what my VPPR Ravi asked me one day, hey, I'm using Gotham, but it is appearing as a light color option like this for me and not a dark one like this. What do I do? So Ravi got the answer, but it is for every one of you as well. Once you open a font family, let's say Gotham, you click on it and you get option for all of that. Hopefully you can see that. Similarly, for Gotham condensed and everything else, you can quickly do something like that. Now, I go back to the brand kit, and brand kit has these colors. However, brand kit can also contain your fonts. So the moment you have a header element, header will appear in a particular font only. Body, sub-body, quote, captions. You can set up a font for every one of that. And this can make your life hell lot of easier. You can also set up your brand's other elements like logos, captions, photographs, graphics, icons beforehand and set up a whole brand palette, not just limited one. So my club's VPPR team, take note. You can use all of that. This was all about brand kit. Now here is a few shortcuts that are super useful. I open an already created design just to make my point come across easy. Okay, this one did not win any awards. Our district's PR competition was too tough. So I perhaps will use this as my guinea pig today. Now, as you can see, this entire poster is appearing too small. At the bottom, there is this tablet. You can actually use it to zoom in, zoom out in great detail and quality. The larger the image size or element size, the greater the quality when you zoom in. However, what if I want to resize it or duplicate it without changing this particular design? If I create a duplicate page by clicking over here, I can use the same design to duplicate a page, just like a slide within the PowerPoint, within the same file itself. What if I don't want to do that and I want to not change this design, but go to rather outside and create a new design? I can simply come out, copy and paste. So let me come to home, projects, and just create a copy. So this will create a new file. So all those VPPRs or casual designers, if you are worried about too many things appearing on your Canva, here is a tip. Create a template for everything. Birthday is one template. Regular meeting poster, one template. Contest, one template. Pathways level completion, another template. Have just these 4 or 5 files appear in front of you, and you recreate from the same templates the next poster within the same file. That way, you will not see 140 files, but rather 4 or 5 files, much more manageable. Useful? All right. If that's useful, we go deeper and we actually edit a design. So let's say this is my guinea pig. That's the name I am giving this design, and I'm opening it. And I'm zooming it a little. However, I am also deleting any other thing that is at the bottom. I created multiple versions of it, so there is only one design. Now that's fine. A big problem comes when I want to move a certain element, but the element is composite of too many images. Sometimes I want to select Megha's image, but I am ending up selecting Priyesh ka image or Utkarsh ka image. Megha ka image nahi pakad mein aa raha. I cannot catch Megha's image. What do I do? Sometimes we create, click one thing or right click and then go to layers, and we end up opening show layers. That's how we can manage which image or element we want to actually edit. There is a shortcut to it, as you may have seen, Alt+1. Alt+1. I simply keep my left hand on Alt+1, much more easier to use because just like Control-C, Control-V, Alt+1 is right there on my fingertips. Alt+1, and immediately this entire thing appears. I don't need to spend much time by doing this and then this and then this. It's much faster. Now, after creating Alt+1, randomly typing anywhere and creating Alt+1, I can actually decide who appears on top or who appears at the bottom, behind, especially space-wise, I can align them. Maybe I want Utkarsh to appear sabse aage, or rather in the front row, and Priyesh to go a little behind. Okay, Priyesh came a little further, so Priyesh goes behind Megha. And maybe I want president to just hide behind everyone else. This is much easier to use this way. Hope so far it is easier to understand. But the moment now I want to again select Neeraj, the president at the center, I'm not able to. Problem. And what if I want to select all the 7 images together to Control-G, group together so that all of them move at the same pace? Shift separately like that, not separately, but together. It's very difficult to press shift and select everything. There is a risk of not selecting right images. If I do this, I may end up selecting a few more elements than just the images. Hopefully you understand what I mean by elements. Every text block, every color, every name tag, everything that you see, color, text, image, box, is an element. Alt+1 gives me a selection, makes it easier to select all these by simply, selecting from here till here, like this, or directly selecting first and press shift to select till all the images. All I need to do is Control G. The moment I do Control G, friends, this is how I can move them all together in a manageable way. So this is lesson number, okay, not numbering the lessons. This is the next lesson. There is a design principle above and beyond the branding guidelines, and that is visual aesthetics. I'm sure by now you can select the right font, right color, right type of image. There is a whole image guideline which we will not go deeper into, but do read from the brand manual in Toastmasters specifically. But there is an aesthetic or visual appeal to a design. Never have a light text on a light background or a dark text on a dark background. You want to see how that will appear? Let's see how that will appear. So here we have, okay, let me open a different design. Let me open a design of this one. Yeah. Of today's image, poster image itself. Now, what happens when we have the special session on black, but not in white text, but probably in gray text? So this perhaps doesn't good, very good vibes, not very good vibes, or forget similar text, similar color. What if I have a dark blue? That also will not look very good. So likewise, if I make any of these colors to a dark one, again, the visual appeal is lost. That is why whenever you use in Toastmasters specifically any colors, always design using your color strategy in the right manner. For example, I roll it back, Control Z. These three, the blue, the red, and the black, are the dark colors. The gray, the yellow, and the white are light colors. So always have a contrast. And on top of that, this yellow color, you cannot make your entire poster as a yellow color. That again will go against both visual appeal as the brand as well as branding guidelines. So that is something you need to be aware of. Let's come back to the basics once again. Closing both these posters, coming back to a simpler life, creating your first poster. As you can see, I have created a few certificates, a few Jagran posters for religious ceremonies, my NGO's images, as well as collages. Everything is possible on there. In fact, one poster was for my wife's office outing as well. I come to the simple life where I create a simple poster. And a few things I would want to surprise you with that even I didn't know a few weeks before. All right, Independence Day. Chaliye, Independence Day aa raha hai. So India will celebrate its Independence Day very soon. Let me open a poster to so this is a paid one. So I will simply design and not order anything over there. So friends, this is a poster element where there is a background. As you can see, there is a background. Alt-1, press Alt-1, and you can see the background is at the very bottom. There is a textured background on that, not a pure white one. You can always change it. You can do all the sort of things over there. You can detach a background from the image itself. And here the background is removed as an image, which was already not there and which was attached. There are these icons, creatives, or what do we call them? Illustrations of India Gate, as well as these fancy elements. Now, what if I want to delete everything from here, keep a simple background, and now use my imagination for elements and type my own elements? At this point, I would want you to unmute, throw some elements. What kind of element would you want to have on the screen? You name it, and Canva will create it for us. It can be a shape, it can be an object, it can be a real or fictional thing, from lion, cat, eagle to square, triangle, circle, anything.
As we are talking about Independence Day, so national flag can be
flag. Let's say any flag. Now, when you type flag, it gives you certain suggestions: Philippine flag, Indian flag, India flag, American flag. So even if you are typing a generic category, you can always and always select a subcategory. So let's say you typed, you wanted to type Indian flag. Indian flag. Now in Indian flag, there is a suggested, AI is very strong these days. It suggests Republic Day, Ashok Chakra, Independence Day, etc., etc. It also gave me India map as a suggestion. Wow. All right. Let me use India map. And maybe going back, I click back on India flag and use an India flag. Perhaps that will look good. Now, I don't want this Indian flag to be hindering India's map. I want it to be a little transparent. Here, this checkered box can help me do that. Transparency. Now, map is available, flag is available, but not hiding anything. You can use that. And what you can further do is add a text. Let me add a text. Text says simply India. Enlarge it and put it on top of it. I'm just very poor with designs, and right now I'm being very casual, so don't mind me. My purpose here is to give you some effects. There are certain beautiful effects that you can use. You can use an effect called outline, where you can use another color for an outline while the inside text is of a different color. Let's say white with an outline of saffron, and you can increase the thickness of it. Now that will make your text look really, really impressive. You can also use a lift kind of thing where the text comes with a little bit of shadow around it. And you can also, do this where you make it look like a neon light, perhaps on lighter background. A darker text will look much better. So here it is. Or, as I told you, for a dark background, a black background, this text will look so much amazing when you actually light it up. Now it's not just white, it is a lighted kind of white. There is an illuminescence added to it. All right, I just delete everything, paint this background again a white, just going back to clean slate, and show something really, really fancy that I was not aware of it. I learned very recently. Let's say I add some flowers. There are two types of images that you can get. A few images will be mathematical images. What do I mean by mathematical images? Images which are editable because they are a set of shapes, hex codes, definitions around it. And then there are images which are just, clicked, uploaded. Uploaded images can be edited, but they cannot be edited in the manner mathematical image. A vector image, vector is the right term, can be edited. Let me add a vector image. See, in the graphics, you can see all the kind of options like shapes, videos, photos, graphics, mockups, frames. We'll cover a few of them. And a generic image of flowers coming in. Let me add this flower. Now, this flower is simply an image. It cannot be edited because I cannot see changing color option for that on top. What about this? Likewise, the same. So how about I add flower vector? Just typing this flower vector, and now see, let me search an image that I can edit as a vector image. Not this. Perhaps this. Yes, this. Now this is an image. I got it with a color choice. I can make it look like a black or an orange or a yellow or a green image, suiting my background theme, suiting my occasion. This one I cannot because there is no option on top. There is only option of giving it a border, maybe cornering these borders, making the definitions really smooth in terms of corners. That's all I can do around it. Perhaps a bit of transparency using this, and that's all. I can, however, edit this image to certain other pro version and free version apps. I can grab something out of it. I will use maybe a different image to explain those. Some AI features. Magic Eraser, Magic Edit, grab text, grab an element out of it, expand it magically, or use this blur effect, changing the tone, enhancing the pixel resolutions, image upscaler, etc., etc. I'm purposefully showing you all the paid and unpaid versions both. However, those who perhaps don't have access to a pro version as of now, what if you need to edit an image? What you can do is open this website remove.bg, upload an image free of cost. I have an image of, okay, Aina Gupta is here. Aina Gupta ka image hai, I have. Aina Gupta's image is, okay, a poster. Let me change something else. Perhaps not this, because this will not give me the right element. Remove.bg. Again, opening from front. Let me open an image, which is simply an image. Okay, my own image. I have an image which has certain background attached. Now in Canva Pro version, you can do it magically using AI, but it requires a Pro version. Those who don't have a Pro version, all the respected audience members, this is how can you simply remove a background or add a new type of background on remove.bg as an image editing website. There are tons of other websites in future that are going to appear very soon, and you can download simply by doing that. Now imagine tons of other websites in future are going to make audio, video, image editing very, very easy. But Canva is already going leaps and bounds. What Canva can do is this. I go to uploaded images beforehand, and I add a few images, like let's say my image again, and it has so much background. Even if I want to make a circle and then put image inside by adding a circle frame like that. Now this circle frame, I want to add my image to it. So this will look like this. I can make a round, outline or a square or a mirror, bathroom mirror kind of frame, but still it will have this problem. So how about I edit it? Edit with some effects like BG remover, background removed. However, let's say background I don't want to remove. I want to remove a certain element out of it. Again, go back to this. I want to remove perhaps this overhead light. Magic grab, brush. I want to remove perhaps this stuff. It will simply remove it to the best of its ability. Grab a cup of tea. We will have your image cleaned up, warmed up in moments. It will give me multiple options as well. Now, I believe we have removed this light, and rather this light I have grabbed and it has come out of it. Have you seen this light? I simply brought out. Likewise, you can grab text from any long image, which is just an image. I know you have this facility in Android and Google Lens as well as iPhone these days, but still a handy tool. A beautiful category is, however, this effect called Magic Expand. I will not display it in detail. I will rather show a design that I created with it so that you can see how effective this tool can be. So I had this image and I wanted to have this image expanded. This image is of a speaker that we had a session with. Now, I want to enhance this image and fill up the entire screen. I simply go and click on Effects, Magic Expand. Expand to whole page? Sure, why not? Okay, let me select the area and do it till here like this. Magic Expand. Maybe the garden will be created by AI itself, and that's the fantastic thing you can do. While we have that being processed in the background, you don't need to sit. You can simply come out and have fun with another, creative. 5 more minutes before I show a final few tricks that can make it really, really easy for you. Remember, we were talking about now this is an image. I just removed it. Remember, we were talking about flowers. Let me just copy and paste it and put it like that. There are about 5-6 different flowers that I can see over here. Maybe 5 different flowers are there. It will be a task to align them together with these guiding lights. You can see these dot lights, etc., etc. How about you just select them all and click on this align elements top. All 5 aligned. That's it. How about at equal spaces, space evenly, tidy up. That's it. All of them aligned with 0 gap. Now, how about, again, I rather have probably a wider size of palette, but I don't want to change design. How about I resize the same post, same file? I can do that custom. I can resize it to an Instagram story or a portrait. And maybe this entire file will be resized. Okay, resized. Meanwhile, let's say what happened with the garden. Okay, garden has thrown a dog alongside. In this design, it has thrown a rock, a tree, a different type of dog. This is what Magical Expand can do. Give me a thumbs up if you like this feature. And here it is, this pizza slide. Let me close this and open another Insta design, an Insta friendly design, a larger, wider palette, maybe my own design. I will delete everything this time and expand it. And now add an element to it. Small one, not this big. Here, copy and paste. Now, what I was saying, aligning them, tidying it together, center aligned, Control Z. Maybe right aligned. All right. Maybe top aligned. And maybe spacing them evenly with tidying up. Do you see how much time saving can it be? My club's UPPR team. Time for you to now just give me a thumbs up or say yes if this solves much of your time wastage. Thank you, Ashima. Thank you, Khushi. I hope Ravi and Preet and Aprajita, they can see that. Perhaps some of them knew this, but for the larger YouTube audience as well as the live audience, this is a good trick. All right. A few design tricks can go beyond that. Mockups is my final trick before we end up this session and hand over back to audience feedback in final 5 minutes. In next 5-6 minutes, I want to show mockups. What mockups are? Mockups are already created elements for you to just explore around. Mockup can be like a frame, an image within an image, where you can edit as if you have edited with some kind of luxury around it. This is a mockup image. How about a t-shirt mockup? Like this perhaps. Okay, this one looks good. I don't see the mockup element over there. This is just an image. Mock-up, laptop mockup. All right. This one is good. Now, if you want to throw an image in this mockup, how that will look like? Let's say Toastmasters International 100-year logo. This is an image. I want this image to appear within this mockup. Mockup is not accepting this, though this is not a mockup, this is just an image. My search continues for a good mockup, and this is the trial and error you will continue to need. Yeah, there is a frame available. However, a laptop frame, you can perhaps throw an image, and that image can go on this screen. And this is how within this laptop mockup, the screen can go. Perhaps I will throw the image of Priyesh looking handsome over there within this. So this is how Priyesh can look. I can further double click and adjust the image. So this is how Priyesh would look on an image element, which is a mockup. Mockups go much beyond that. So let me give a proper search to a mockup, generate images for laptop mockup. All right, I will come to this cool thing later on. Mockup in general. Now go to frames, mockups. Photos, no photos, no.
Mockup is available there.
Yeah, there is mockups, not photos, but mockups. All right, this has limited options. Anyone else who has come across mockups which are not photos but proper mockups? Graphics. Yeah, here it is. One of them perhaps. Images which are Ravi's image. No, not accepting in this. So this is not a decent mockup. Yeah, again, a laptop kind of mockup, you know what to do. You can simply add an image over there. And this is an image, not a mockup. You can verify that by this.
When you combine the word mockup, it doesn't have any gap, so I think it might search better.
Thank you, Jaspreet. Now this is a much better suggestion, and let me search in all types of images. Now I get a ton of options in mockups, and thank you so much, Jaspreet, for solving the problem over there. Haji, up boliye. Who wants to get a t-shirt printed with their photos on? We have now the facility. Let me have perhaps a friendly face. Ankur Yadav would like to have a photograph printed with his t-shirt on, on a t-shirt. There you go. This is how it looks like. Perhaps not that cool. You know what to do. Go to the edits. How to edit? Edit the image. Before perhaps adding it over there, simply add the image by double clicking or click on edit, go to effects, remove the background. This will have a nicer ring to the whole exercise we are doing. This perhaps will make it, a whiter background. Or, well, in the interest of time, you know what to do. You simply edit the image, paste it over there in the mockup, let it take care of its own. And for any elements, you have some brand colors, you have some fonts. You can also keep your photos, brand voice, your icons, your logos, etc. already set. This will simply make your life easier. VPPRs across the world, you can do it like how I have added some logos already. So depending on the poster color, you can do that. And of course, there are tons of exciting things. Keep watching it on YouTube. You can do that. Now, the best and the funniest thing that Canva has is this prompt on the design. Actually, you can design something by just typing 5 or more words. A lion fighting a mouse on a red mountain behind a setting sun. Okay, I'm just throwing some random challenge to it. Let's see if Canva can create something noteworthy. And this is just the beginning of the technology. So who knows, it may styles, templates, whatever. Okay, perhaps this gives me another idea. One thing that I forgot to show you all, and we will go back to the home page to actually do this exercise that we just did by typing it over there. Rather, we can do that over here as well. A beautiful cheese I almost skipped before showing you is this. You have a poster and you want it to have certain colors. Let me have a poster which I have already created, and I can take it from here. Okay, we have a Baisakhi poster. I did not create, it already is there, kind of. So it has certain yellow and whites and a violet color kind of thing. Images are perhaps editable image or not editable, I don't know. Okay, non-editable images. Let me add some editable images to it. People figure like man dancing, vector images. I will get some vector images. Sorry, Neeraj, just 2 more minutes. Okay, I have some interesting images over here as well. Are they editable? No, they are not editable, so I will remove them. Yeah, so let's say I have a background like this or a combination like this. What do I do with this? Do I change each and individual color from the brand palette to suit it to my theme, or can I add color palettes like this? Let's say you have a color palette. Let me add a color palette, just the strip of colors that you saw earlier. Let's say this is a color palette. Now this, if you right click, is a combination of different colors. But how about you add a certain template and click on the template, your entire design goes according to the template. You don't need to do it one single time, like each individual element. You can in fact click as many times to create as many different templates possible of different palettes. So copy paste karna, but use your head to make it look altogether different. You can do all of that. Well, that was one final tip before we actually go and type something noteworthy to be found here. Lion fighting mouse. Okay, this is not giving the option over there. perhaps it will give an option in when it says type 5 or more words. So the AI will kick in. Now here is the surprise. If you have an NGO, or if you are a student, or if you are a postgraduate student somewhere, based on your registration document or your identity card, you can get Canva Pro access for free. If you're a student, you get it free, which is 13, 14, 1500 per month for free of cost with all these AI features and adding more. By the time it is valid, it's not expired. If you're an NGO like me, you can get it for up to 50 email IDs for free lifetime. So here I am kind of flaunting my team. This is a team that I have created. You can invite members like this easily. And my team already has 6 people. I can add more to it. So in case your Toastmaster club needs Canva Pro access for free of cost on your club's account, not individual account, I can add it as one of the admin or member over there. And you can use all these features for free of cost for lifetime. So I have quite many spots free. So offer is for only Toastmaster clubs and Toastmaster club IDs. And of course, for Turning Point Toastmasters and Spearhead Toastmasters, I can add it to your personal IDs in case you need it. For example, a few of interns I have, they have done it. Likewise, you do. By the way, you don't need to worry about whether your designs will be visible to others. It will not be. Your designs only will be visible to you, and there will be a compartmentalization among others. That's all from my end. I think I have slightly crossed the time limit. So 8 o'clock it is, and I bring it back together to a presiding officer as well as the president of the club, Toastmaster Neeraj Singla. Neeraj, over to you. Let's take the feedback if people like some features or not today.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Anant Katyani for giving such a valuable, not only valuable, but conducting such an engaging session for today. Thank you so much, Anant, for introducing us to this magical tool, Canva, be it a brand kit to use thousands of objects, use different effects to creating your own poster. It's just magical. You name the feature and Canva will do it for you. Thank you so much for explaining every small detail to all of us. And it is such a useful session which will stay with us throughout our life. Now let's hear from the guest. Did they like the session or not? How was their experience and any valuable thing that they thought they have taken with us to home forever? Let's start with Vinita.
Thank you. Let me tell you honestly, this is the first ever Canva session that I've understood, where I've understood more than 90% of the things, and I feel I can apply all of them. Otherwise, isse pehle, most of the things used to go over my head. Thank you, Anant, for doing it in the simplest of way possible. Even my 10-year-old daughter was sitting next to me for like more than half time of the session. So I'm sure it was that easy and attractive that we could have her also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vinita, for your valuable feedback. And I could not agree more. And this is the power of a veteran trainer, which we have. We are so lucky to have such a experienced person with us in our club. Thank you so much, Anand. Now moving on to another guest, Jasmine, to share her feedback.
I also think that this is one of the best Canva that I have learned. In the past, even I'm not that good, but I still find very complicated. But tonight it seems much easier than I feel. So I think this really useful. Got a lot of the different way of do. I think I'm very glad to be here tonight. Thank you so much.
Jasmine, just an addition over there. The more you use it, trial and error, fail, make rubbish designs, completely all right. Nothing is charged, no money invested. You try it out as many times as possible and watch as many YouTube videos about it as possible. And within no time, before you even realize, and this is for everyone, you will become an expert, much
This
better
is
than I have
for
been today.
free one or for pro one?
You start with the free one, and
Yeah.
soon enough, you will not require the pro one at all. You will create your own designs rather than using the templates.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. Now moving on to another guest, Ujjwal. Ujjwal, please share your feedback with us, how we can improve for our text education sessions.
Uh, I guess meeting has started at 6:45, but I joined at 7:15. I guess 7:15 when I saw the message. Usually I don't see the messages, but I joined at 7:14. I missed some of the things. I guess. I'm Toastmaster Ujjwal Kumar Mehta, BPR of Academy at Toastmasters Club. It's in Kathmandu. Really learned a lot of things from this session. Thank you, Anant sir. That's it.
Thank you so much, Ujjwal. Let me give you some relief. We didn't start at 6:45. We started at 7. So you just missed 50 minutes of session. But we have a YouTube recording, which we will share it with
I
you.
guess I was on time then. 7 o'clock. What? Indian time?
Yeah, Indian.
Oh, I was on time. I guess then.
Okay,
Our
perfect.
bad, our bad. Worry not. It's all available on YouTube. All our sessions are live, YouTube telecasted. Just search with Turning Point Toastmasters and watch any of our recordings. If you join the guest group link, we have posted in chat. You can get added to the group, and we will share the recording there as well.
Actually, I am newly appointed as BPPR, and I have not even made a single flyer for the club.
First time for everything.
Yeah.
So don't take it as a responsibility, take it as a learning. We are here to learn in this role and not just dispense the duties. Have fun.
And I tried to make few designs when I was asked to make a flyer about president and VP, all about that. I could not do
Don't worry, don't
because
worry. Do
most of
connect
the
with us.
elements was pro version.
Ujjwal, do connect with us over WhatsApp, and whenever you make a design, do share the link. And how to do that, you can see that in the sessions recording today. Before perhaps you joined, you can all do that using Canva itself, and we will definitely collaborate further. Thank you so much for joining for whatever time you could, and do watch the recording for the remaining time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ujjwal. Moving on to our another guest, Khushi. Khushi, can you share your experience with us?
Hello everyone. Those who don't know me, hi, I'm the VPPR of Birgan's Toastmaster Club, and it's been 3 years for me to use Canva. And the first time when I came to Toastmaster, I learned about the discipline of how to use Canva, because there is some rules and regulations to use. You have to use only 4 or 5 colors in your poster and the fonts and all that. So I learned from Toastmasters Club. So yeah, and today's session was really a learning part for me, as the new thing that I learned was that mock-up, which I didn't knew about it. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand. And yeah, it was fruitful for me. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Khushi. I could not agree more. I agree we have the best with us, and we can learn this today. Now moving on to our final guest, Disha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anant. It was really a wonderful session. I have been starting with Scratch on Canva very recently, and this was such a practical session to start with. I mean, I would now become a little more better than what I have been doing. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, Disha, for sharing your feedback. Just for the guest interest, the Tuesday's meeting that we have conducted today, we are going to do these meetings every 2 weeks, like once in 2 weeks. It may happen on speech marathon or table topic marathon or any education session or anything that we feel will help us to grow and become better communicator. But we have our regular meetings on every Thursday. Please do join us, and the time starts from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Uh, this time we have very interesting theme which is very relevant, is on Independence Day. We would love to have you in our Thursday's meeting. Please do join and participate in impromptu session. With that, I would like to end this session. Now we are going to enter into informal session where we
Selfie.
have, yeah, Anant.
Selfie.
Yeah, selfie. Would you like to take selfie, Anant?
I will.
Okay.
Hello, folks. Let's switch on for a moment. Completely all right if you are at your home or in gym or whatever you're doing. We'll take a quick selfie if you are there. Hope you are there. All right. I'm clicking it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I need to click once more. I saw Disha's message, so that also got recorded. I need to click once more. Okay, click on any emoji. I will also do. And clicking it in 3, 2, 1.